Columbia News at 6.
Struggling to put food on the table tonight, tens of thousands of flood victims turn to the Department of Social Services for some help. Good evening and thanks for joining us for ABC Columbia News at 6. I'm Ben Hoover.
And I'm Alicia Barnes. Now, Richland County flood victims can apply for food assistance.
Many are still in line tonight at Word of God Church to apply, and that's where we find our Beth Rousseau live now. Beth.
Ben, Alicia, I don't know how well you can see this line of people behind me, but it just stretches and really seems to go on and on. These are all flood victims here to apply for Disaster Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits, more commonly known as DSNAP. And this has been the scene all day here. We've seen people flowing through this line. Officials tell us that this number of people far exceeds what they originally projected. They were expecting 18,000, and they say that now, before all is said and done, they expect 30,000 to come through those doors. Hundreds of cars filing in and thousands of people flocking to an extensive line, all with one thing in common.
We need the food. We need food.
Waiting to apply for disaster SNAP benefits provides an opportunity to exchange stories of historic flooding that left so many without basic necessities.
A lot of us having to put out money for repairs or didn't have the courage for certain things, like in the flood. You had to come out with a way to do it.
We had to take what little bit of stamps we had to buy water and food, and we really need help.
And help is what officials are providing.
Ticket number 79, please come forward.
Richland County residents whose homes sustained damage during the floods can apply for food assistance at Word of God Church on Diamond Lane.
This has been an event that has affected people across all socioeconomic backgrounds in different areas of the county, and we've seen everyone in this county represented here.
To apply for benefits, residents must bring an ID, proof of Richland County residency, and dated documentation of home damage. Those who qualify receive a card which will have benefits loaded on it within the week.
This relief could be, the difference between a family having food on the table. We're here to be a safety net for people who need this type of assistance to feed their families.
For flood victims, the line, which weaves in, out, and around buildings, serves as a reminder of the long road to recovery.
All of these people, and then it makes you realize the magnitude of the problem here.
Now, residents still have an opportunity to apply for DSNAP benefits. This center will be open from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. tomorrow and Friday. There are additional sites for residents in other counties throughout the Midlands. We have a complete list of those locations on our website, abccolumbia.com. For now, reporting in Richland County, Beth Rousseau, ABC Columbia News.
Well, if that's not a visual of people still need help after the flood, I don't know what is. And some of the biggest stars in music will be on stage tonight for the Country Music Awards, which will air right here on ABC Columbia. In fact, you'll see a message there from a local person of we still need help in South Carolina.
That's right. And a couple from right here in Columbia will be there with them as business owners reeling from the flood learn dreams really do come true. Eric Weisfeld joins us live right now with more. Eric.
Early risers may have caught a glimpse. They may have heard the story of Forest Lake Fabrics on Good Morning America this morning. Just one of many businesses on Forest Drive, hoping the exposure will translate into financial relief as the rebuilding continues. Forest Lake Fabrics was smack dab in the middle of it all as the waters continued to rise. The years of hard work rushed out of the doors. And this is Forest Lake Fabrics today, a business on the mend. And thanks to Good Morning America and a program called Ram Nation, it's a business that has now cleared one more hurdle on its way to recovery.
And you were saying what a treat to be here at the CMAs and to meet Chris Stapleton.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
And if that wasn't good enough, I believe Chris may have a little surprise for you.
Yes, I do. On behalf of Ram Trucks, we want to present you with a Ram ProMaster City van to help you
right over there,
business
guys.
get back on its feet.
It's a start of getting you back on your feet.
Thank you. That is awesome.
The fabric store's neighbor, Copeland's, was destroyed on the inside, operating now on Main Street downtown. Owner Bruce Greenberg says he's happy for the attention his friend is receiving and hopes the exposure will help all businesses in the area recover.
Well, they have to understand that we lost everything, just like Michael Marche and Forest Lake Fabrics lost, and it's going to take a while for us to build back. With all the regulations and rules and with all the money that we're going to have to spend. But we love Columbia, and they've been great to us, and we hope to be back.
And you can bet Copeland's will be back in its original store. Bruce tells me better and prettier than ever. Now, to donate to the flood relief, you can go to either store's website. That's on your screen now. Copeland's, by the way, will open temporarily in Trenum Plaza while its original store is being rebuilt, hopefully reopening in no more than 5 months. In the studio tonight, I'm Eric Weisfeld, ABC Columbia News.
The recent flooding is causing a surge in the mosquito population. Tomorrow at dusk, Richland County will conduct aerial mosquito treatments. The goal is to treat more than 100,000 acres in Lower Richland. And in Casey, the city will spray Knox Abbott Drive tomorrow night. The friend of accused Charleston shooter Dylan Roof will soon be released from jail after he posted bond late this afternoon.
ABC Columbia's Jennifer Reddy was in the courtroom, and she brings us the very latest in the case.
Inside the Matthew Perry Federal Courthouse, Joey Meek bonds out. The 21-year-old secured the $25,000 bond with help from his grandmother. After last month, the judge lowered his original $100,000 bond down to $25,000. Magistrate Judge Sheila Hodges accepted the bond with certain conditions of release. That include Meek must stay in the state of South Carolina. He may not interact with 8 witnesses in the case, including his girlfriend and brothers. And he will be on home restriction with electronic monitoring. The judge is also requiring Meek to live with his grandparents and maintain or seek employment. If Meek fails to follow the restrictions, the judge says he could face additional charges or penalties. Attorneys on both sides of the case declined comment after the brief hearing.
No comment, thank you.
Authorities arrested Meek back in September for allegedly lying to investigators and not telling them everything he knew about Dylan Roof's plan to shoot and kill 9 worshipers at Charleston's Emmanuel AME Church.
No trial date has been set in this case, but any further proceedings have been transferred to Judge Richard Gergel's courtroom in Charleston. From the Matthew Perry Federal Courthouse, Jennifer Reddy, ABC Columbia News.
Developing story tonight, the mother of a missing 5-month-old reportedly lost in a creek now faces charges.
Sarah Lane Tony is charged with unlawful conduct toward a child, according to Horry County Police. The rescue workers are searching for the baby tonight in Socastee. Police say Tony told them she and the child were in rushing water and she came out of the water without the baby.
Tonight, police are on the scene at a California university after 5 people were stabbed. Police say the suspect stabbed the 5 people at University of California, Merced before being shot by police. All of the victims are being treated for their injuries. The school is just outside of Sacramento. Well, we have seen our share of rain and fog this week, and I'm sure you're wondering if there's any relief in sight.
We are hoping so.
Yes.
But the man who knows is Chief Meteorologist John Farley. He joins us live right now in the Weather Center with your first forecast. John.
Yeah, you too. You know, we didn't sign up for this. You're in the famously hot. We expect that, but we don't expect famously foggy. But that's what we've seen all week long. Check this out. Here's our camera looking toward the State House, and fog. We're mired in it, and we will be as we continue overnight tonight and for the first part of tomorrow. Let me give you a peek at what's going on in terms of the temperatures here. In the 60s, so it's not very cold, but that fog is going to continue to stay in play all night long. So here's the forecast for you as we go overnight and into the early hours of tomorrow morning. There it is. Fog, drizzle, fog, drizzle, fog, drizzle. Temperatures not budging. About a couple of degrees is all we're going to move. Now for tomorrow, what you'll see is that the temperatures will warm up, because what's going to happen is we will start with the fog and the drizzle in the morning. So be aware of that on your commute. It's going to be just like the past couple of mornings. But by 10 o'clock, noon, we're going to start to see some breaks, and I'm optimistic that by tomorrow afternoon, yes, get your sunglasses out, because we will see some sun. Not a whole lot, but at least some, and that'll be the start of things. So as we work our way into Friday, yes, more sunshine, but this weekend, the rain returns and probably some thunderstorms mixed in as well. I'll go over specifics on that in just a bit.
All right, talking politics now, turning now to vote 2015, and 2 highly contested City of Columbia seats now headed for runoff.
That'll be in 2 weeks. Howard Duvall with 39% and Andy Smith with 26% of the vote will face off with each other in a runoff on November 17th. The at-large seat was held by Cameron Runyon. It's one of 2 seats that actually covers citywide jurisdiction. Candidates vying for the District 2 seat on City Council are also headed for a runoff. Ed McDowell earned 38% of the vote. Aaron Bishop with 35%. This one even closer than the at-large. Again, that runoff is November 17th. The seat is currently held by Brian DeQuincy Newman, who decided not to run again. In West Columbia, residents have elected a new mayor. Bobby Horton beat out controversial incumbent Joe Owens. According to precinct numbers, Horton got 55% of the vote to Owens' 28%. Residents are familiar with Horton, of course. He was mayor of the city for 19 years.
And if you didn't see the results that you're looking for, we have complete results of the election on our website at abccolumbia.com. So, Ben, is it too early to think about snow?
I would say yes, very much so. But get ready to put the scarves on and lace up the ice skates. It's next on ABC Columbia News, live from Maine and Gervais.
From Maine and Gervais, this is ABC Columbia News with Ben Hoover, Alicia Barnes, weather with Chief Meteorologist John Farley, and sports with Tim Hill. Experience ABC Columbia News at 6.